So about 6 weeks ago, I brought you guys along with me out here when I went about pruning my goji berry plants. What I did is I took the tops down to a manageable level, in some cases about 3 feet or so, and I took into account the new growth that's going to continue to grow up throughout this growing season. I also went about thinning out these plants. It was a bit clustered, so I took out some of the shoots right from the base of the plant, pulled that out, some of the cross branching, took that out, and as you can see now, in just 6 weeks, how dense the goji berry plants have become once again, as the new foliage has completely filled in all of the wood now. And I mentioned in that last pruning video that I was going to come back around at a later time, do a bit of maintenance pruning, also remove any dead wood that I see, and now's the time for that. We're actually getting some flowers and small berries already developing on these plants. So here's the wood I've already removed so far. What I've been taking out is what I'm declaring dead wood at this point. Now when gojis are dormant, they do look like they're dead, but at this point, when we're already getting flowers and berries on some of these plants, I'm taking out any of this non-active wood. In some cases, like on these two plants, I took out over 50% of the plant was not productive. And it was last year I also had an issue with these two plants not doing all that much. So hopefully by pruning them right now and getting them cleaned up, emphasizing the foliage that they do have growing on this live portion of the plants, hopefully we'll end up with some nice filling in of this area to help complete this hedgerow of goji on the chicken run. So these plants right here are looking really nice. I could do a bit of thinning, but I'm going to let these continue to go for now, see where my flowers and berries start to develop. On this last plant over here though, you can still see we've got a lot of non-active wood. Here's a piece of wood that looks pretty much dead, but as you get about halfway up, you see there's some new green growth occurring. And again, right over here, and then again here, and then towards the top. So the branch itself is still alive, but a lot of these little side branches that aren't doing anything at this point, I'm going to take these out. And in this case, this whole branch and all the lateral growth coming off of it are showing no signs of life. So I'm going to take that right down to the main stalk there. Again, nothing coming from here. There. A lot of times when you don't see any growth occurring on these lateral branches that are starting to develop, you'll see right in the crook of where those are coming out, there's a little bit of new growth starting to shoot out. So this little lateral branch will be replaced quickly. Again, I can't stress enough to wait until the majority of your plant has completely flushed out new foliage and you're actually starting to see flowers and berries on some of your plants before you end up taking off the dead wood, because it'll trick you. The goji berry really does look completely dead when it's dormant. Right here's another good example of a big branch. There's just zero growth going all the way down to the tip of it. All the lateral branches, all the way to this main stalk right here. So that whole thing is coming out there. Let's get a better look at that. That's a pretty big secondary removal there. And trust me, it's much easier to do this now than later. And I will say this too, if you've got acres of property and you've got a goji berry patch out there towards the back end, I wouldn't worry as much about all of this. It's still going to benefit you to do it, but if you just let it go, the plant's just going to continue to grow out, sprawl, and be productive. This is more of a management technique, so you can grow it in your backyard. Alright, so that plant's looking a lot better now. No deadwood in there. In between these two plants, I'm still seeing some more here. This is the plant next door, actually. And this is why in the last video I told you not to prune too much on the first round. There's going to be plenty more pruning to go. Sometimes it's just the tip of the lateral branch that needs pruning. This is a big deadwood section. This branch here I could definitely shorten up. It's looking a little sparse towards the end there. Just take off about a foot there. It's much better. Same thing here. And again here. It's already looking a lot better. And it's hard to tell unless I really zoom in. But there are little flowers and berries developing all over this side. So I now removed all of the dead wood from those goji berry plants. This is what I ended up taking out. Quite a bit. So I'm going to stop the pruning now for today. I'm happy with where we're at. And more than likely there will be a part 3 to this video where I come out and do a bit more thinning down the line. I'm going to wait for more of these flowers and berries to come online so that I can get a better idea of what I might want to cut out. But as these plants stand right now, they're good to go. I don't really have to do anything more to them. Today being daylight savings in many places, I sure am enjoying the extra hour of daylight to get some more gardening done. Hope you all are doing the same, or at least enjoying your weekend. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Wishing you all a great rest of your night. I'll be talking to you again soon. Take care.